In other news, overshadowed this week by stunning developments in the Jacob Wetterling case was the order by a federal judge that the state of Minnesota needs to review and begin releasing more than 700 civilly committed sex offenders. More than 700 offenders are locked up in prison-like settings in Moose Lake and St. Peter. On Thursday, that judge ruled the state must review every offender's case and release offenders who are no longer a threat to public safety. Attorneys for the state of Minnesota filed a motion to block the order, and Governor Mark Dayton has said the judge's timetable compromises the safety of the people of the state of Minnesota. And Governor Mark Dayton is joining us now to talk about this and many other issues. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Esme.
All right, let's talk about this order. The judge has said this program is unconstitutional. You are fighting this release and want a longer timetable. Are you really going to be able to do that?
Well, the Attorney General and I are appealing the decision that it's unconstitutional. I don't believe that it is. And we've taken steps to begin the process of very carefully reviewing people who are in this program and determining if somebody can be released in a way that presents no safety risk to the people of Minnesota. The judge wants to fast forward that process and set, I think, an inappropriate timetable to get more and more people released. Well, we don't have the facilities, we don't have the staff to supervise them, and I'm just not going to release sex offenders into our general society and have somebody pay the price for that.
Well, with all due respect, I mean, if this order stands, and I know you're fighting it legally, his timetable starts in April for 200 to 300. I mean, you may lose in court. A lot of legal experts think that you might.
Well, I'm not going to release that number of people when we don't have anywhere to put them. And, you know, if that means we have a confrontation with the federal judge, then so be it. We do. But, you know, it's totally unreasonable timetable. And, you know, we're going to have to go to the legislature, get funding if this is going to be forced upon us, to build facilities, to set up staffing. I mean, you know, these people have been in these situations because of just terrible crimes they committed, repeated crimes as sexual predators. And to say we're just going to now, throw them out into society in unrestricted settings, unsupervised settings, would be lunacy.
All right. Let's ask you about, because you've had a very busy week, the polymet mining decision. You have called this the most difficult decision you will have to make as governor, whether or not to allow copper nickel mining in northern Minnesota at this proposed mine. You went to two mines last week, a so-called good mine in Michigan and a so-called bad mine environmentally, South Dakota. Where do you stand on this right now?
Undecided, genuinely undecided. I mean, there are risks involved, there's no question. There are environmental risks, and when it's done badly, the results are catastrophic, as we saw in South Dakota. The mine in Michigan is different from the one in northeastern Minnesota. It's just getting underway. It's probably too soon to say. Are there going to be consequences mid or long term?
But you sound like you were impressed with it.
Well, I think they've worked very hard, very conscientiously to try to set it up. They have oversight by the company, by the Michigan Department of Natural Resources, by citizens groups, a tremendous amount of oversight, and watching for the slightest variation in terms of a problem with the project. But you know, you compare that with 1,000 jobs to build the project, 350 jobs to operate it over a period of estimated 20 years. You know, that's the balance. You want absolute guaranteed environmental protection, then you wouldn't do it. You want the jobs that it provides for people who right now don't have a future in northeastern Minnesota, then that says yes. And it's trying to weigh that balance.
All right, let me ask you on another topic. MNsure open enrollment today. A lot of people who still have private insurance staggered by these huge premium hikes, 15 to 49%. MNsure's rates are going up too. Is MNsure going to succeed, or are you going to opt out and go with the federal program as you've suggested?
Well, the insurance companies raise the rates. MNsure's not responsible for these rate increases. These are rate increases whether you're buying through MNsure or through the companies and private marketplace. I mean, the rates have gone up because the insurance companies have raised them now. Maybe there are factors in the Affordable Care Act that is nationwide that are driving these insurance costs up. But MNsure is a mirror. It's reflecting the costs, and it serves as a broker where people can buy these insurance policies and get a subsidy from the federal government. And that's what people need to look at. Are they going to save themselves money, especially with rates that are higher, if they buy through MNsure? And I think a lot of people are going to decide that they will. Whether we ultimately go into the federal program or not, and whether it's viable long term, I think it's too soon to say. Going to the federal program is not going to save us money. The transition costs, we're going to have less control over our own program, our own destiny. But those are decisions for the future.
All right. And just finally, I think a lot of people may have had a few trick-or-treaters last night. You had more than a few at the governor's mansion. Tell me about that. You had how many?
I had over 1,000.
Wow.
We got over 1,000 bags of M&M peanuts, my favorite. And I had a great time for 2.5 hours sitting there. There I am, sitting there handing them out, asking, who are you? Who are you? And little kids will look at me, and they say, Mom, who am I? It was great.
Well, listen, that's great to see, and obviously a lot of kids got a lot of candy.
I did. Well, that's good, because there wasn't any left over for me to eat.
Okay. Well, Governor Mark Dayton, always a pleasure. Thank you so much, sir, for coming in.
Thank you, Esme.